Can you forget your birth parents? It might sound impossible, but for dogs, this question carries a surprisingly emotional story. Picture this: a grown dog is walking through a park, suddenly freezes. It sniffs the air, cautiously approaches an older female dog, then, without warning, lets out a soft whimper and buries its head into her belly like a child. It's not play. It's as if a piece of memory just woke up. Could that be its birth mother? Can dogs really recognize their parents even after years apart? And if so, how? Is it through scent, voice, eye contact, or something deeper that science is still trying to understand? In this video, you'll embark on a surprising journey where modern science meets the purest emotions of dogs. A journey that may reveal, sometimes, memory doesn't live in the mind, but in the heart. This is for anyone who has ever held a dog and wondered, does it remember the one who gave birth to it? Mom is the first scent. You might be surprised to learn, even before their eyes open, puppies can recognize their mother through smell alone. At birth, puppies can't see or hear clearly, but one sense is already fully active: smell. And the first scent they ever encounter is their mother's: her milk, her skin, her breath, together forming a unique scent signature they never forget. Science backs this up. A study at the University of Belfast, UK, showed that even after being separated for weeks, puppies could still find their mother's teat among dozens of other females just by sniffing. It's more than instinct, it's their earliest memory. For dogs, scent doesn't fade the way sights and sounds do. Smell is a survival trace deeply stored in the brain, and their mother is the first scent of safety they've ever known. Of course, over time, that memory can fade, but there are dogs who, after years apart, suddenly encounter their mother and rush up, sniffing, wagging, whimpering, as if a long-lost memory just reignited. Ever wonder what would happen if your dog met its mother again? And what about sound? The answer might move you even more. Hearing mom before even seeing her. Before puppies open their eyes, they can already hear the world, and the first sound they recognize isn't human, it's their mother's voice. That's right. Within the first week, a puppy's hearing system kicks in. Though they can't yet see, they react to sound, especially their mom's gentle whimpering when calling her litter, or her calm breathing as she lies beside them. A study from the University of Budapest recorded mother dogs and unfamiliar dogs, then played the sounds for puppies weeks after separation. The result? Nearly 90% of the puppies turned, reached, or crawled toward their mother's voice. That voice was a signal of safety, a source of milk, warmth, and protection. Even grown dogs sometimes react intensely to familiar childhood sounds: their first caregiver's voice, or their mom's soft howl at bedtime. This shows that to dogs, sound isn't just vibration, it's emotion. And their mother? She's the first music they ever heard, and never forget. Do you remember the sound that once made your puppy crawl into your lap like a child? What happens if they meet again years later? Keep watching. Reunion feelings. Do dogs remember their moms? Have you ever wondered, if your dog met its mother again one day, what would happen? Would it recognize her or treat her like a stranger? Science and real-life stories suggest a touching answer. A study at the University of Bristol reunited dogs with their mothers 2 years after separation. Researchers carefully watched their behavior. The result? Most dogs immediately approached their mothers, sniffing key areas like the muzzle, tail, and ears, where scent is strongest. Some whimpered, wagged their tails low, or nestled into their mother's chest, just like old times. While dogs don't recognize their parents through logic like humans do, their bodies remember what felt safe. Scent, voice, rhythm of breath all work together to awaken a long-sleeping memory. In the US, there's a viral story about two golden retrievers raised apart who met as adults in a park. At first, they were hesitant, but within minutes, they were wrestling, whimpering, and playing. The owners were stunned to discover they were littermates from the same mother. So if you've ever asked, do dogs remember their moms? Perhaps their hearts already gave you the answer. But here's what's even more surprising. To dogs, birth parents aren't always the most important ones. Not everyone who gave birth is family. Yes, dogs can remember their mother's scent and voice. But here's something every dog owner should know. To a dog, family isn't where you're born, it's where you're loved. In the dog world, blood ties don't matter like they do to us. Once separated, most puppies quickly bond with the people who care for them, feed them, comfort them, and call their names every day. It's similar to imprinting in ducklings. Dogs tend to view their first long-term caregiver as their safe place, as their mom. If that person is you, then regardless of biology, you are their family. A study at the University of Vienna found that in stressful situations, dogs turn to their owner, not their mother, even when present, for comfort. This proves that dogs form emotional bonds through repeated experience, not DNA. So don't worry if your dog never sees its mother again. To them, you are the world, the protector, the one they chose to trust. And perhaps that kind of bond is even more sacred than blood. Now, dogs can recognize their mothers through scent and sound even after years. But what's most touching isn't the memory itself, it's who they choose to call family. Not everyone who gives birth is family, and for dogs, their real family might just be the one who stayed up during their first fevers, curled up next to them through stormy nights, or simply gave them a gentle hug each day. You are the one they chose. If you raised a dog from puppyhood, have you ever wondered, does it still remember its mom? Tell me your story. Maybe there's a heartwarming reunion waiting to happen. And if this video helped you understand your dog better, stick around. There's so much more wonder ahead. From those loyal eyes to the little touches that may seem meaningless, but mean everything to a heart as faithful as theirs.